today's video I'm going to show you how to change the front brakes on a BMW 640D Gran Coupe. Here's a list of the tools that you'll need, and here's an image in real life just for reference. We have all our relevant parts here, some new discs, new pads, wear sensor, pretty much it. Let's get going. First things first, when the vehicle's on the ground, you want to crack the wheel nuts loose, because you won't be able to do that when the wheel's off the ground. Once you've done that, take your jack the vehicle up. Don't forget, always work on your axle stands. Once you've found a suitable place to put your axle stands, you can lower the vehicle onto it. Then you can take out the rest of your wheel nuts using the 17mm socket. Then looking behind the brake caliper, you'll see the plastic covers that cover the slide pins. Just use your flathead screwdriver, pop the cap off. There's two of those. Then you can take your 9mm hex piece, locate the slide pins and remove them using your ratchet. They can be a little stiff, so it might take some time. They're always a little awkward to get out of their housings as well. Here you are, that's what they look like once they've been removed. So the thread's only small. Then in the rear corner of the bonnet, you can open the cap for the brake fluid reservoir. This will help if you need to push back your pistons at all on the calipers. I had to do that a little bit and then eventually was able to free the caliper. You can take the old pads out. Once you've done that, you can remove the carrier using your 18mm socket. And then remove the disc retaining screw. That's a 6mm hex on the front of the disc there. These can be really delicate, so be careful with this. Then, if you've got a hammer, you can knock the disc off quite easily. There's the old disc there. Looks pretty rough. It's been on the car for quite a while. Now we can install the new disc. He's a little bit cleaner here. It's been sat around a while. Pop it onto the hub. Replace the disc retaining bolt. And then we can refit the carrier. Again, put in those two 18mm bolts in the back. Here's a closer view. Do them up nice and tight with your ratchet. And then we can fit the new pads into the caliper. I had to use a caliper rewind tool just to push it a little wider to accommodate the new discs. Reattach the caliper slide pins. Again, this takes a little while just to get them seated correctly. Once you've done those up nice and tight, you can replace the plastic caps on the back. then one of the worst parts of the job, I think, is refitting the anti-rattle clip. I found the best way to do it was seat the top and bottom of the pins as best you can into their slots, and then hold it with the palm of your hand. Take a screwdriver, and then you can pry it back into position, as you can see on the screen there. It was a pain to do, and it snaps into place. Then all that's left to do is refit the wheel. I find it helps to align the rotor so there is one of the bolt holes at the top. And you can just fit that into position reasonably easy. These wheels are heavy though, being a 20-inch. It takes a little bit of work to get it back on properly. That's the end of the job. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it helped you out. And thanks very much.